You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Chozen After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Chozen After Show.
What's up, everybody?
What up?
Don't do that. Don't even start with that, Zach.
Really? What's happening over there?
Come on, everybody. Let's all calm down. Everyone remember, this is AFTERBUZZ. We're here. We're talking Chozen. This is the 3rd episode of the not penultimate.
No.
That's the totally wrong word. Introductory season. Whatever. 3rd episode's titled Beef. We're going to be talking today, breaking down the episode, talking a little bit about what these characters are doing. Who are we? That's an excellent question, Internet. I'm Greg Goodness.
And I'm Roya Taheri.
And I'm Scott Moore.
I'm Zach Wilson.
So, this episode is titled Beef, and aptly so.
It's what's for dinner.
It's also what's in the episode.
Where is it?
Apparently. The beef is with Phantasm. Chozen going in, hitting hard, and trying to topple Phantasm's empire in the most sort of subtle way possible.
Phantasm, #1, VI penis delicious. Most ridiculous lyric.
But here's the thing. That's Method Man singing on that track.
Yep.
And he is dope as hell. Those were great rhymes. I'm going into the episode, I'm like, Chozen has a lot of work to do. If he's going to topple this guy.
Well, I love his whole thing where he's like, 2014, I win, you lose, no contest.
Yeah. So, what was the exact line? When I'm dead, can't hate me because I'm better than you. When I'm dead, I'll be deader than you. Oh, man. That really sums it all up right there. That's the eternal struggle that Chozen's going to be going
just
through.
let that sink in for a little bit there.
I also like that Phantasm blowing up an elephant with a rocket launcher.
Ridiculous.
Someone get on making a GIF of that right now, because I could watch that elephant exploding all day. I don't know what that says about me as a person.
I'm a little concerned.
Well, no, I think it's because you
Anyone
can watch it
want to
and know it that it didn't actually really happen, so you can enjoy it without
but
feeling
the
the
way
guilt.
I don't know. There's some heat coming off of him right now. It's exciting.
I have a very artistic appreciation of exploding elephants, you guys. It's not that big a deal. Phantasm
what he's
does
into
it all the time. Now, when we first established this beef between Chozen and Phantasm, I thought that this was going to be, they get up on stage and they battle every single time.
Right.
But lo and behold, in the first episode that we really dive into him trying to take Phantasm down, not a whole lot of music going on. It's a lot of petty photographing and trying to shame the reputation.
But that's a smart idea for him to do that. That would totally ruin his career. If he caught the picture, if the guy's hand wasn't blocking the dong, it would have been perfect in the... Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah.
I just love the way you said that, too. That was fantastic. And it wasn't blocking the dong.
I mean, that's, I think, what it's got to build to, at probably in the season finale is, that's when the rap battle, because Phantasm doesn't have any reason to battle Chozen.
Right.
That would only give Chozen press.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true. But it was unexpected, though. I wasn't expecting to see him back this episode after what we went through the last episode. It felt like we were kind of getting away from that. Then to have him, Phantasm, back in it, and then them not have the rap out, it was, again, different. It wasn't what I thought it was going to end up being with the show.
But I'm glad it wasn't that.
No, I agree.
Because as awesome as that rap battle is going to be, I think you're right. It's got to build to that last minute. And now we get to see all this great stuff of, also want this as a gift, the jaguar pooping on the floor while also growling hostilely. We can't get that moment if they're busy rapping on stage.
And the way it squats, too.
It was really pushing, too.
That's why I was making...
I don't know what he was feeding him, but...
It was such a good what? I was like, that's fantastic.
I did have the thought, like, is it angry at Chozen, or is it just like really struggling
Angry
with this
poop,
one?
so it's painful, so it's angry.
We've all been there, you guys. We don't need to act like we're above it.
No, we're just animals too.
But that apartment, though, like, that was awesome. Like, we walk in and like we know instantly what it's gonna be.
Of course.
But he's got a Spike Lee joint.
Yeah.
Which that was so perfect.
He's got 2 chains from 2 chains. And, oh my God, how perfect was it when Chozen says, "Oh my God, this guy is a huge fan." It's like, okay, it's important to establish that Chozen is an idiot every once in a while. We lose sight of that sometimes. He has some more inspired moments, but it's nice to see them grounded again. Be like, nope, Chozen is the biggest idiot in the whole world. He can't quite figure that out.
And then he makes a great exit in the elevator.
I'm just gonna hit mezzanine and find my way out from there.
What? There's 2 G's and there's an L? Like,
But this ain't over.
yeah.
For me, that was the deepest cut of the whole episode. I was like, I can relate. I've been in those elevators where you just have no idea what's going on.
You gotta look for the star. That's how you. That's where you get out.
Yeah. Why didn't I know this?
Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't always put the star there.
I'll catalog that for future reference. But this is good. I think this is a good thing because now we're going to get to see them trying to drag each other's name through the mud and catch them in compromising situations. And it's not all about talent. It's also about the way you present yourself to the world. Hip-hop's an image-driven industry.
I'd say most of the entertainment industry is that way.
Right. That's true. I mean,
Not always a lot of talent.
Oh, is it? Oops.
Slam. Scott getting real in here.
Something I found really interesting was that, well, first off, I think I was kind of right with my reference to who Phantasm looks like because they showed that video game reference of
with
him as a Street
Mortal
Fighter.
Kombat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And they could have chose any game, but they didn't. They chose Street Fighter. So instead of it getting like word battle, rap battle, it turned into a whole physical fight. So he really kind of wanted to beat the crap out of Phantasm. If you think about it, that was his attempts versus when he first went on the stage and he was visualizing Phantasm and he was rapping and.
It was weird because he reminded me of Shredder for whatever reason. I don't know what it was at one point at the beginning of the episode, and I was thinking Shredder.
It's that
Purple.
voice. It's that,
that
like
what it was?
growly
I don't know.
voice.
It was so
I
weird.
think.
That's what.
Well, he wears
what
purple
first
a
came to
lot.
mind.
And silver. Purple and silver.
I can see why he's
Silver and gold.
I can see why Phantasm is a great rapper though, because his list of things that are not important to worry about is fantastic. It's amazing. If I could think of those 3 things off the top of my head as the list of things that are not important, I would be set for life. I could just make those lists for millions of dollars and live off of it comfortably.
Spelling words right in texts. It's the best.
You know what's a tough word to spell right in text? LGBT. It's irony, you guys, because it's not that hard to spell it.
Well, it can be because the autocorrect probably want to change it to something else.
Yeah, it's like, oh, did you mean sandwich? And then, no, I meant the club.
Yeah, right.
Probably thinks you mean love or
BLT
lube
sandwich.
Chozen getting into a politically correct arena with some very, I guess you could call them narrow-minded people. I think that was part of the fun of why they were there, is all these people, as he pointed out, it's like, yo, why do you have to keep defining things every 5 minutes?
Well, it's great. We open on them and they're talking about like portrayal of gays in the media as not helpful of family, like not respecting family values, and then Chozen immediately stands up.
Yeah, it's like, good, this is what I came here for. And he calls it an orgy.
An orgy, yes.
Yeah, which my favorite part of that, not relating directly to the episode, but we had the closed captions on, and you could actually see them spell out. It's like, all right,
Orgy.
he's not just saying orgy in a weird way. He's actually saying orgy. We're gonna spell that out. O-R-G-E.
With 2 E's.
Yeah. Just to really stress that.
To stress home that Chozen is not an intelligent person.
Exactly. I love Bobby. I love the introduction of Bobby
With an
as
eye.
a Bobby with an eye.
Great character.
Knows what she wants and is going to go after it and get it. And
Yeah, confident.
Can really, really kick ass. And totally ease with, what was it, the Irish good morning? What was the phrase that they used?
The Scottish good morning.
That's right.
Yes.
The Scottish good morning. Reference, can anyone explain that to me?
mean?
I know what it is now.
I know what it is,
It's because of the kilt.
Oh, okay.
So, like,
Okay.
if there's nothing under there and you
Yes.
just, like, sit down with your kilt up.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense.
All right.
Okay.
The pieces are slowly
Yes.
falling into place. I'm understanding the vernacular now.
But there's, like, the fun of Chozen, like, as a character is that he's, like, he meets her and he's just like, oh, dope. It's like, he's just, like, really excited about it. That's really cool.
Yeah, I love that. His whole sort of mindset in this episode when dealing with people that aren't chosen from groups that aren't specifically chosen was so great. Like, even just meeting the straight women in this episode when he's like, yo, respect yourself. That's so fun. We haven't seen that side of him before. And I think that answers some of the criticisms that we were getting before, right? Maybe a little bit?
I think so. Yeah, I definitely think so.
Do you guys want to see more of the LGBT? I have trouble pronouncing it too. Why do I have such an issue?
What was the Scarecrow? Was that what he was calling the white kid with the nose?
Sparrow Man.
Oh, Sparrow Man,
He
yeah.
just turns around. And he's, whoa.
They totally just took a picture of Adrian Brody and just pencil right over it. Because I was like, oh my God, is Adrian Brody doing like a character appearance in this episode? Is he doing like a crossover thing? No, he was just a creepy.
That was
guy.
great when he's on the phone, saying everything.
You can hear him. Oh.
No good looking guys up in this piece.
Yeah.
I hate that dude's shitty face. Was the exact line, I think.
Awful.
I love the freedom though. I'm like, man, I wish I could just talk like that.
You could.
Follow Chozen's example. That's what this
Such
show
a good
is all
role
about.
model.
Ironically enough, though, that's what the whole group thing was about, I think. That's like, listen, Chozen is kind of right on a whole lot of issues.
Well, yeah, it sort of brings up the fact of like people going too extreme, on the other end of things like that, of being like, oh, with gay rights and gay issues and stuff, it gets too extreme. So it's like you got to find the balance.
Yeah, it gets too narrow, too railroaded.
Yeah, well, we talk about a lot with this show, but it really is a point that a lot of problems, like when you're dealing with like sort of people that are stereotyped a lot, that you have potential to offend, you end up going in an attempt to not go too far, you just like whitewash everything and keep it like very tame. And Chozen is a show that is very much like, this is a character. We're not trying to stereotype anyone or say that this is all gay people. This is just one guy who we created.
Yeah. And it fits perfectly into the world of hip-hop, too, where Phantasm has a giant mound of women leading up to him. And you're like, oh, yeah, I get that. That's a rap video. Right. It makes no difference, then, if Chozen has a mound of hunky teddy bears leading up to him as well. It's just like, okay, this is the universe we live in, where it's I want to be adored and I want to have people surrounding me and saying how great I am. Only this is what I'm into. So I'm going to be the best version of me that I can be. It's a very progressive show, you guys. I was
going to say, like, I know some people might say, oh, it was kind of offensive if they were really wanted to dig into the two transgender characters in tonight's episode, but I actually thought they were both very empowered, and that was who they were, and they were,
Yeah, they were both leading the episode.
Right. So I actually thought it was kind of cool to see that kind of flipped the script a little bit there, and they were empowered, in my opinion.
We don't have to deal with them as like these people that might get offended or might have issues. They're just characters to have fun with. I mean, Chozen, as ridiculous as it is, at the end of the episode, he has a very meaningful message. I'm Chozen, and I am just a sex person.
Yeah.
And that's all we
like,
really
let's break off. Yeah, the label is having to put everybody into a little box and check it off.
Amen on that, guys. You know what else is a little box? Your computer. You're probably listening to us right now on your computer. Zach, I'm doing the best I can with the transition.
I love it. I love
it.
Don't laugh at me.
We love the segues.
I'm laughing with you.
Yes.
Guys, we're on iTunes, and we need you to go on to iTunes, check out the AfterBuzz page. We don't have just Chozen. We don't have just Archer. We have a whole range of shows. You can go and check out all of your favorites. You get recaps, you get a little insight. We have guests that come on here and do interviews and give insight. It's great. Check it out. Subscribe to all your favorite shows. You can either subscribe to us if you're feeling so inclined. Rate, comment. We really do appreciate it. In fact, we had one user on the YouTube page, which I thought was kind of cool. Already claimed name, awesome handle, by the way, said we were talking last week about Hunter and how Hunter is just this poor little deer in the headlights of Chozen's machismo. And she said that she feels bad for Hunter. And we do too! Mm-hmm. It's like, come on, Hunter, why you always going for the bad boys? Poor little Hunter is going to get his heart broken. But that's good. That's what we need to hear. We need to hear what you guys think of the show, what you want to talk about. So rate, comment. Through some crazy algorithm, it keeps the lights on in here. And we really do appreciate it. Now, there are a couple of other people who were in this episode that weren't particularly great rappers. And those would be Troy, Crisco, and Ricky. Them being literally locked up in a garage for most of the episode. Kind of hard to decipher what's going on there. But I think that the episode did a good job of reminding us that these guys are not particularly tough and maybe aren't going to survive so well.
Well, the instant Chozen brings up that there's a rap beef that they are de facto involved in. They're just like, we're out.
Yeah. Oh, and I love that definition of a rap battle, by the way, a rap beef, where by nature is unpredictable. And there's like, yeah, I'm done. I'm out. I'm just going to chill at home in my garage.
Well, I was going to say, I think one of my favorite lines was when Crisco shows up at the door and the guys drive by. Mm-hmm. And there's like, what's that black bean doing get mixed in with all these pintos? And then Ricky's like, oh, that's just the neighborhood watch. Yeah. Like, that was probably my favorite line of the whole episode. And then as you see, then the other guy shows up later and they're freaking out and they spend the whole night. And it was so crazy.
Why did he have a suitcase, a briefcase? Did it explain why he had a briefcase?
He had the survey.
In there. Yeah.
You can't just go around with a piece of paper willy-nilly.
You have to put it in a. Got to be professional.
Yeah. You also need to hit people over the head with it. Apparently.
Right. I assume he had his book in there beforehand.
Yep. He knew he was gonna have to wait, so he was just waiting for him.
It's like the process server.
Yeah. I love how Ricky put his niece. Was it his niece and nephew, or is it his sister and brother?
I think
missed that part.
Yeah, it's his niece and nephew.
Oh, it is. Okay, I wasn't sure either because I wasn't sure if it was a sibling or.
But it's a very close knit family, as I gathered.
And he puts one of them on a leash, which is great.
Ricky is so innocent and unassuming. No. He is more so innocent, I apologize, than the children that he's watching, where the little kid spits on him. He's like, he's a good kid.
And the little kid would be like, you would never make it in my school.
Yeah.
You putos.
Yeah. But they never would. And that's the entire point of locking them up for fear of a repo salesman. Though, to be fair, he did have a scar on his face.
And not good people get scars on their faces.
Yeah. Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
What was the exact logic?
Something like nice people don't get scars on their face or something.
No one's ever gotten a scar on their face from doing something good.
Yes, that's it. There we go.
Which I'm sure we're going to get a flood of emails like, I have a scar on my face and I did it while saving children in the Congo.
Well, I instantly thought of the Archer episode in the blimp where he's like, I got these scars from saving a bunch of Jews from a skinhead.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, we're treading back into Archer territory. Floyd County, keeping the jokes in-house. Very close. I do like seeing Troy out of his mind on drugs.
He goes for hilarious.
Did he call it a Troy Dukin? I so hope he called it a Troy Dukin.
I don't know. I missed it.
No, he said, I saw the caption on it. It wasn't spelled with Troy in it. Yeah. It was like Cyrukin or something.
Yeah, a missed opportunity if there ever was one.
Yeah.
But I hope to see more of that. I hope that maybe Troy will develop an addiction to, is it angel dust? Is that what getting wet is? I'm showing how little street cred I have right
you're just
now.
pretending not to know. It's so innocent. Aww.
Yeah, exactly.
Will you at home please let us know what getting wet means?
Yeah. Leave some YouTube comments. Let us,
We're going to get so many different definitions. Like, we can't go on Urban Dictionary ourselves and figure it out. We're the worst.
So out of those three, who's your favorite?
Oh, Ricky, by far. Yeah. Ricky, the dumb, innocent child.
Yeah, Ricky.
How about you guys? What's going on in your heads?
I definitely agree. Ricky's so adorable. I just love him.
Yeah.
I just put him in my pocket.
Exactly. What we're saying, it's like so innocent and yeah.
He's just so opposite of everyone else on this show. I think Troy's going to be fun as we go forward, but Ricky right now is...
Troy's got like a stick up his butt or something because he's very nerdy and very uptight.
Well, he was very uptight. Yeah, like when he walked out, he was, you could tell it's like he needs to be let loose a little bit. So he went to the extreme.
I guess I feel a connection to the small white nerd character on the show.
Well,
I am that small white nerd.
Here we are talking about what we think is going to be happening with Troy and his backstory, but we don't have any spooky theremin music.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV prediction.
I thought that was my best transition by far.
It was good.
It was very good.
What do you guys think is going to happen? Go on and predict something.
Well, we see Chozen is dressed as Bane. So a Halloween party, maybe a Halloween party.
I think it was. He's going to be making a movie next week.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's the only thing I got.
That's a literal.
It's so tough now, when they're all over the place. I just hope Rita and customer service comes back. We actually get to meet. We actually get to meet her, and also I hope the sad trombone music comes back too. Like the Price is Right. That'd be great.
Yeah. From Archer, you mean? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. See,
Okay.
I'm blending the two of them together.
Yeah, no, we'll have that crossover.
Yes, have the crossover. But no, I hope. So I'll stick to Rita and customer service. We get to meet her.
I think we'll see a rap battle by the end of the season.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
that's
that'd be
fair.
great.
Final
rap battle.
I'm gonna bet that we will see more of Troy's backstory and what his deal is, because we got a little bit. We know that he's good with technology. We know that he's very uptight. But I want to know what's going on down here in the heart. I don't know.
I thought you were saying down here, like way down. I'm like, whoa, really?
Well, I want to know that too. Obviously, I'm a weird old pervert. I want to know what's going on in there.
Well, you do like elephants, blown up porn, so
Hey, no, that's a totally different thing.
Do you think? I hope Hunter comes back.
Next episode. Oh yes, he has to come back.
We'll see more of that too.
I want to see more absurd Phantasm rap videos.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Hopefully,
more of his place and his crouching, not tiger. What's the puma?
Leopard?
Yeah. I can't think anymore. That's why I have to go. I have to go. I'm already blending Archer and
we all
it's
have
time to leave.
We all have to go.
Yeah.
We're running out of time. Well, thank you for spending your time with us, Internet Land. If you want to follow me on the Twitters, I'm at Greg Goodness.
And I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Hey Roya. That's HEYROYA.
And I'm on Twitter at SMan80. That's SMan80, and here for Looking and Klondike after shows.
You can catch me on Twitter at that Zach Wilson, and also on Almost Human, Grim, and Helix on AfterBuzz TV.
I'm so glad that Scott managed to get through his own Twitter handle. We're losing him fast. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principal.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.